Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Melvin Berlan Amirullah. My NPM is 224111025 from Management 22A class. Today I want a presentation about financial ratio analysis. The definition of ratio. What is ratio? Ratio is the ratio of the value of one quantity to another. The rating of the ratio can be written as a where A and B are two quantities that have the same unit. Ratio can be used in our daily life. For example, making cake better with 5 eggs and 100 grams of flour. This means that the cookie dough is made with a ratio of 8 eggs 2.1 gram of flour. Definition of financial ratio. Financial ratio are one of the methods of analyzing finance, use an indicator of assessing the development of a company by taking data from the company's financial statement during the accounting period. These ratios are often used by company management to decide on policies enacted by the company towards saving company's assets so that there are not wrong steps in making decisions. Financial relationship with financial performance. Before that, we must first know what is financial performance. Financial performance is a formal effort carried out by the company to evaluate the efficiency and effectiveness of the company's activities that have been carried out in a certain period of time. The relationship between financial ratio and financial performance is very good because the better the value of financial ratio, the better the condition of the company's financial performance, and vice versa. By evaluating financial performance, we are able to determine the health level of a company, and financial performance assessment is carried out using financial ratio analysis. And the benefit and use of financial ratio analysis. The benefit of financial ratio is include. The first is to find out the company's financial position in a certain period. The second is to find out of weaknesses and strengths of the company. The third is as a basis for determining the necessary strategies going forward. The fourth is as a parameter of management success or failure. The B is use of financial ratio. Financial ratio analysis is useful for determining the financial health of a company both at present and in the future. With financial ratio, the financial condition of the company's performance for a certain period can be disclosed, and the strengths and weaknesses of the company in the financial sector can be known. Type of financial ratio. The first is liquidity ratio. Liquidity ratio is a type of ratio used to measure the ability of a company to meet short-term financial obligations. Liquidity ratio are divided into three types among others. A. Current ratio, a ratio that compares current assets to current liabilities for short-term obligations. The formula is current ratio is current assets current debt during current debt times 100%. The B is quick ratio, a ratio that calculates the company's ability to meet short-term obligations without relying on investor. The formula is quick ratio per exit ratio equals cash plus equals cash times security plus securities times plus receivables per current liabilities times 100%. The C is cash ratio, a financial ratio that measures a company's ability to pay short-term liabilities with cash on hand. The formula is cash ratio equals cash plus securities per current debt. The second is profitability ratio. Profitability ratio, the profitability ratio measures the company's ability to generate profit from its operation. Some commonly used profitability ratio included A. From gross profit margin, a ratio that calculates gross profit as a percentage of sales. The formula is gross profit margins equal netto sales minus COGS per NETO sales times 100%. B. Net profit margin, a ratio that calculates net profit as a percentage of sales. The formula is net profit margin equals EAT, earning after tax, per net profit after tax per net sales times 100%. The C is operating income ratio, a ratio formula used to calculate operating income before interest and taxes from sales. The formula is net profit per operating income ratio equals neto sales minus COGS minus EBAT per NETO sales times 100%. EBAT is earning before interest and taxes. Type of financial ratio. D. Return on equity, a ratio that calculates net incomes as a percentage of equity, or in other words, measures the company's ability to earn net income based on existing equity. The formula is return of equity or equals EAT per total equity times 100%. E. Return of investment or ROE. A ratio that calculates the amount of profit earned by the company to cover the investment costs that have been incurred. The formula is return of investment equals EAT per total asset times 100%. F. Return on net worth, a financial ratio used to measure the profit generated for shareholders' income from equity capital employed. The formula is return on net worth equals EAT per total owned capital times 100%. The third is activity ratio. The activity ratio measures the company efficiency is using its operational resources. Some commonly used activity ratio include A. Account receivable turnover ratio, a ratio that measures how many times a company's account receivable turnover is in 1 year. The formula is account receivable turnover ratio equals sales per average receivable times 100%. The B. Inventory turnover ratio, a ratio that measures the number of times a company's inventory turnover in 1 year. The formula is inventory turnover ratio equals sales per inventory times 100%. The C is fixed asset turnover ratio, a financial ratio that measures and evaluates the company's performance in utilizing fixed asset to increase sales. If the value is greater, the management is more effectively. The formula is Fixed asset turnover ratio equals sales per fixed assets times 100%. Type of financial ratio. D. Average collection turnover ratio. A ratio used to measure the length of time it takes for a company to receive bill from consumer in 1 year. The formula is average collection turnover ratio equals receivable times what times 365 per sales times 100%. E. Working capital turnover ratio. The ratio used to measure the net working capital turnover rate by comparing current asset with current debt to sales during one period. The formula is working capital turnover ratio equals sales per current asset minus current debt times 100%. Segitu saja yang dapat saya sampaikan dan jelaskan untuk pengucap. Saya minta maaf untuk pengucapan dan pronounce bahasa Inggris yang saya ucapkan jika ada kesalahan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.